Anyway, Michelle Rowland, you said earlier in the night you needed 11 seats majority. Labor seems to be ahead in about 14 Liberal seats at the moment. Are you feeling more confident about it?
Well, variously referred to Nostradamus as Nostradamus and Eeyore. Often
Eeyore.
the same. But I think
the trend's your friend.
The only question here is whether it's going to be in minority or majority government.
But decent chance of majority. I mean, I know people have made a very valid point. There's a lot of votes to come in, but it's all heading one way. And, you know, you look at East Hills, Heathcote, Holsworthy, South Coast, Winston Hills even, Miranda possibly, Leppington, Monero, Oatley, Parramatta, Penrith, Riverstone and Ryde. I mean, it's quite a list, isn't it?
It's actually quite overwhelming. I mean, I became president of the Labor Party in late 2021, and it's a great privilege to, in that time, you know, it's been a time when we had to reshape the party, overhaul its governance, its finances, its campaign strategy. And it's a great tribute to Bob Namver, Dom Offner, George Simon, people like Liam Rankin in head office, but they will say it's not them, it's been the volunteers and the people that they've been able to train, who came straight off running federal election campaigns, who went straight onto state campaigns. The depth of talent that we have, I think, is evidenced in this result tonight. And the way in which the State Parliamentary Labor Party, the union movement, under the excellent leadership of Mark Morey, have been able to come together with head office to be able to work together and deliver a cohesive strategy to execute that on the ground is a testament to every one of those volunteers. And I think that this is their victory. I'd like to say to all the rank and file members who've been so energetic, who've worked so hard and backed up a federal campaign, just that they are extraordinary people, and this is their victory. People in the regions who run in seats that we are never going to win, people who run consistently in suburban seats that are hard to win, people who've run in seats that are hard to win and have won tonight. This is their victory, and it's a victory for so many of the community who've come along with those campaigns. And I congratulate Chris Minns and Prue on such an outstanding result. It's really, it's so humbling. It's so humbling to be. This is only the third time since the Second World War that Labor has won from opposition. Great people, the great Neville Wran and the great Bob Carr, my two heroes, and now Chris Minns joins that list of Labor greats, and he should have every confidence in his team as well.
And you've come from some very dark days for the Labor Party. If we go back to 2011, diabolical. Diabolical,
and it wasn't even 2 years ago that Chris Minns became Labor leader. And then when we went into I saw more of Chris Minns during that lockdown time, seeing him volunteering, packing food hampers, being out in the community, assisting people in Western Sydney who were going through a very rough time. And he was there, he was making the calls into people's homes who were isolated. And he did that out of a place of genuine care. He will bring dignity, competence and compassion as Premier, and I congratulate him.
And is there anything in this result that you think is attributable to Gladys Berejiklian locking down harder on Western Sydney than other parts of Sydney?
I think there is certainly some residual there. I think a lot of people have chosen to move on, but a lot of people remember it very well. And again, it goes to an issue of planning. In some parts of Western Sydney, including suburbs in Greenway, where we had a 5 kilometre radius limit imposed, there was nothing for people within 5 kilometres other than other houses. That is why it is so important to make sure that we've got the right facilities for people, that we're planning for the future. And I'm very confident that Chris Minns is acutely aware of this and will execute an agenda over the next term and be deserving in terms to come to build on that as well.